Well, the European Commission has proposed Ukraine become an EU membership candidate. The European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says that good work has been done in Ukraine, but important work remains to be done, adding that the process of EU membership is merit-based. Well, with us now is the chair of the Foreign Relations Committee of the Sejm, the Parliament of Latvia. We can speak to you now. Thank you so much for being on the programme today. Firstly, would you like to see Ukraine become a member of the European Union? Absolutely. I mean, that has been a number one priority for the Baltic countries when it comes to Eastern Partnership countries, Ukraine, Moldova, Georgia. We've been advocating from the first day on when the Eastern Partnership as a concept was introduced. And we've been, I think, the most outspoken countries within the EU when it comes to pro-membership for Ukraine. And particularly in light, since 2014, we've been not only vocal, but practically assisting Ukraine in reforming and different structural reforms as well. And of course, after the 24th of February, the dimensions are dire right now. And actually, Ukraine is fighting not only for its own sovereignty and territorial integrity, it fights for us, for Europeans, for our dignity, for our values, for our democracy. So therefore, Ukraine is a European country, and it deserves EU membership. So therefore, of course, it takes time to reach the end result, a full-fledged member of the EU. But at this point, granting the candidate status is the minimum we can do at this stage. Yeah, as you say, something that President Zelensky has been saying himself, that Ukraine is fighting for Europe too. It's very clear Latvia's position on it. However, just being put on the candidate list doesn't mean that they will become members of the EU anytime soon, as you know. Is there much resistance among other countries within the European Union? Well, if there is, and if it comes to my attention, obviously I will convince my colleagues in other EU member states, the otherwise, that it is in a benefit to us as well. And of course, nobody is saying that with this decision next week, if it's taken, that instantly Ukraine becomes a EU member state. Of course, there will be a hard work ahead. Not only the ongoing Russia's war in Ukraine, but also the reforms. So many reforms to be delivered, and it's not going to be a fast track. Accession to the EU. So we understand that very well, but we should not obstruct artificially the aspirations of Ukrainian people at this moment in particular. And that is the minimum we can do to grant the candidate status. And then, of course, it will take time to reach the end result that we all want to see, Ukraine becoming a full-fledged member of the EU. There's been some frustration from Ukraine that certain EU states haven't done more to help, particularly states like Germany, for example, who haven't supplied some of the weapons that they've been asking for. And although this is changing, the amount of money that some European states have given to Russia in terms of buying oil and gas. Have you been frustrated at certain countries within Europe not doing more to help Ukraine? Well, absolutely. I cannot generalize this kind of trend. There is certain member states that are hesitating. And, when it comes to Russia and Putin's Russia, hesitation is always seen as a weakness. And, for weakness, that is already a provocation from in eyes of Putin. So therefore, I'm sorry, somebody told me something. Sorry, who would you say hesitated? Who hesitated? I mean, the hesitation is, I'm not generalizing, but there is a hesitation. I mean, what we want to see is less words, more deeds. And I think when it comes to Baltic countries, it speaks for itself. I mean, even before the 24th of February, Latvia provided military assistance to Ukraine, and beyond that, I mean, the expenditure, if we talk in the financial terms, we have already contributed around 2%
from our GDP in the support for Ukrainian refugees, but also lethal military assistance to Ukraine. So therefore, countries that are much larger in economy and their capabilities are much larger in availability of lethal weapons and hesitating to these weapons to be delivered to Ukraine, that raises a lot of questions and somewhat also the distrust within the EU as such.
Thank you very much. Really interesting to talk there, Rihards Kols, there from Latvia. Thank you.
Thank you.